This is John and Steve from Midlands Metalheads, and we're on site at HRH Prog 7 at Metalheads in North Wales for the very last time, I hasten to add, and we are very honoured to be speaking with Hawkwind.
I'm glad to hear
that. Okay, guys. Right, you're headlining tonight? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And what kind of a set can we expect? Are you going to be doing it as a retrospective or?
Well, I said we're doing our usual.
Because you won't be doing it off the new album,
rock.
Road to Utopia, because you've not got an orchestra with you or anything like that.
No, we haven't, but we can actually all impersonate orchestra noises as well. So we're all right.
like this.
We're very clever.
Okay.
No, don't forget we have sampling machines and things like that at our disposal. So
cheated.
Isn't
Technology.
that right?
That's
we
correct. Yes, technology.
Magnus has.
How did that come about, Dave? That album?
Well, what with how we met up with Mike Bax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at the American Embassy, we were queuing to get our visas, which everybody has to do. Famous newscasters, famous film stars all have to queue up in a big long line in the American Embassy. And behind us was Katie Mellor and Mike Bax, who Chris was talking to, and we didn't know who they were. And she got talking to Mike Bax. Then what was it? A year later, was it, or 2 years later? I lose track of time.
10 years later.
10 years later.
And you knew him. I think you knew him way back as well. Didn't you?
No, I didn't. I've never known him. No. Never met him before.
Oh, right.
And
So I thought he said he worked at Liberty back in late 60s.
yeah, but I never met
Right,
him.
okay.
He worked at United Artists in 1970, actually. When Andrew Lauder was in charge of United Artists, which is a strange coincidence. And the other thing he did was he recorded a track with Lemmy, Eva Destruction, with an orchestra with Lemmy, which I didn't know about, which sounds awful when you see it on YouTube.
It sounds alright.
Well, like that sort of thing.
What's it like then? What's it
Well, you have to have a listen.
I was hoping for a musical critique.
Well, anyway, so
Movie swiftly on.
that's how we got on with Mike Batt, and he then wrote the sort of music of, the accompaniment of our songs.
Yeah, because we just recorded them acoustically, didn't we?
Yeah, we did it all acoustically first off.
Yeah, I mean, it was initially going to be a stripped down acoustic album. Like,
Never strip down. We never strip anything down.
Well, no.
So was it already on the cards before you met Mike Bass?
Yeah, it was, because we were doing a tour, and instead of having a support band, we decided to do an acoustic set to start with, and then do our electric
so we were
one
supporting
afterwards.
ourselves.
So that's what we were doing, and then record company suggested we do an acoustic album, some of the old tracks. So that's how it went on.
Because it just ties in very nicely with your next tour, doesn't it? Because you're bringing an orchestra along with you.
Yeah, but that's a task and a half working an orchestra.
I can imagine.
25-piece orchestra, we really have to pay attention to what's going on. Richard, we were all nervous wrecks, we were trepidation. It's gone grey with the worry.
I used to be a raven-tressed youth until I got involved in this orchestral project. It's put years on me.
Yeah. He was 21 this morning.
Yeah, look what's happened.
Overnight. Aged overnight.
We're an orchestra.
And this is going to be a
We're
world
rock
tour
kids, just
with
do it
a
the
The world
75-piece
tour costs too
orchestra.
much money, I tell you. The amount of, actually, we lose money on this. 25. How many people we have on the road? 42, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got the support band and crew, all the 50.
So, and it's
For the
a
drivers.
costly experience that I advise other people who work in bands not to do.
All the three people.
Well, the LP lost major money, didn't they, when they toured?
There was only three of them.
Yeah.
Most
Well,
bands,
this is the thing.
yeah.
We don't tour with them because that is ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
So
They just turn up.
They have to sight read the stuff pretty much on the day,
So it's different orchestra in each location.
Well,
yeah.
No, we've got a basic. We have a bassist, and we've got a basic of so many members of the orchestra. And so I think when we did the Sage, we had the Northern Symphony. Did we?
It's about half of them are of the same orchestra, the leaders of all the sections.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then they bring in different ones.
Yeah.
Because it seems to be the thing at the moment.
Task.
Foreigner have done it, Alter Bridge have done it, Steve Hackett's done it.
Well, it's a good challenge. I mean, it is a fantastic challenge to do, because I mean, some songs work with orchestras.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You choose the right songs, and it works wonderfully well. Especially if you've got a good arranger. And Mike Batt was a very good arranger, and he actually did a lot of arrangements, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's done really good sort of like narrate the songs, so it really sounds what every song is about. He's really kind of illustrated that with the orchestrations, you know. So.
Did you have to sort of obviously work on the set list, you know, for one that would work with an orchestra?
So like we took the wrong step years ago. It sounds a bit like the Lark Ascending, doesn't it?
So are there any songs
Nothing like Emmerdale.
that have been the set for this tour? Are there any songs that you were surprised at how well they worked with an orchestra?
Well, not really, because I mean, it's because like beginning of Down Through the Night. I mean, Magnus sort of does classical guitar playing, so I mean, beginning of Down Through the Night is a really nice long piece, isn't it? Which is totally different from the original version, anyway. I mean, all the ones we've done they do sound quite different from a lot of the original ones.
Yeah.
Because working with an orchestra and all that, it does make things.
We stretch stuff out, didn't we?
Sounds like something that needs to be documented and released after the event.
Yeah, well, I mean, we played him for 2 nights. So try and get if you want to film it to play. How much they charge? They want 20,000 quid.
22,000 a night, and that's not for the filming.
That's not very rock and roll, is it?
That's just permission to film. It's
That's just permission.
Yeah.
15,000 to film there if you don't use it commercially, just for your own use, and an extra 7,000 if you want to do anything and mention it.
Yeah, really.
So it's
All
22
these places, really, you know, then I'll try it on. You'd be surprised what goes on.
Wow.
You know.
That's what we can look through.
Yeah,
Unless you've got a major record label who've got plenty of money, of course, and then they'd pay for it all. But then you never see any royalties anyway. So.
Because obviously off the previous studio album, Into the Woods,
Yeah.
that was, I believe, last time we spoke, that was going to be the second part of a trilogy.
Yeah.
Are you obviously working towards the third part? Or is that a bit too premature?
Well, the third part is next year at some point or other, but we've got quite a lot of things to do in the meantime to actually sort all this out. You know.
What have we got to do in the meantime?
Well, you go home and
Oh, right, mix
take the
what
dog
we've
out
already
for a
done.
walk and.
I was quite surprised when that Road to Utopia album came out. That was a bit of a, just slipped in there, didn't it? Sort of. Because I was expecting, part 3 of the trilogy, and then all of a sudden that come along, and it was.
Were we going to do part 3?
You
I
just
didn't know
found
that
out.
was a thing.
He thought we
You've
were.
just found out.
The next album we said we're going to do something totally different. We're going to make all weird noises.
It's
and,
not even going to be
so
music, is
It's
it?
not
It's
going
just
to be the
noise.
same.
Yeah. It's going to be noise.
It's going to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
the only thing
appeals
that's
to me
definite
immensely.
is it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, repetitive riffs with noises. So
Noise is the important word. I think we should think along those lines. Each instrument makes noise, and we should concentrate on that. Really, the noise.
Richard's going to play shoot brushes on a suitcase.
Oh yes, no, you're thinking.
But if you amplify them, they're a really
couple
loud
of Calagas
noise.
canisters to play on, you know.
I was going to suggest Skiffle album next, but as long as the fans are cool with that.
Oh, skip an album. Yeah.
Give you a thimble to
Oh, then I'll have to play the broom handle on the old.
foot stomping, the broom handle.
Progressive skiffle.
Could start a whole new trend there, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be something different, isn't it? Might have a
Skiffle's done
washboard.
before.
Put through a wall.
Washboard with a horn.
You might have a new
Well, that's
slide
right. If you
type, right?
take it back
Whiffle,
to the
whiffle.
early days, with In Search of Space and stuff, there was a lot of improvisation on electronics anyway, wasn't there, really?
Yeah, it was.
Have you ever thought of bringing that back in?
Well, we do now, actually, we do.
You ever use a theremin and stuff,
Well, it's taking it with you. I mean, I've got a theremin at home and play that. Well, Tim used to. I mean, Tim used to do theremin on stage with us. He did it in Bilbao in Spain. We were in Spain just recently.
He certainly did. It was really good.
He was trying.
It was all right.
It was really good.
rather
Tim,
good?
if you're watching this, well
Actually,
done.
we just like to say one thing about the Angry Wasp.
So obviously all your efforts are going to be going into the orchestral thing at the moment, aren't they? Really? So I imagine you can't even think about anything else.
No.
Yeah.
No,
we've
we're
got-
utterly blank.
actually,
Can't
once-
do
Totally
anything.
blank.
We have to start practicing orchestrally on Wednesday, didn't we? And start doing that for the next shows coming up at the weekend. So we've got to practice hard for that again to make sure we're strict and because you can't. Everything's regimented. You can't go off at tangents.
Okay.
Because they're on the score, and so are we. Except that we can't read music, so
That
we
must
have to
be a
pay
whole
extra
different way of
attention.
doing a gig for you guys.
And we have to really pay attention. And Richard has to count it in every time, didn't he?
1, 2, 3, go. Ah.
And who have you got supporting?
We have the Black Heart Orchestra supporting us, which are very good actually. There's 2 of them. They're a very interesting little band. Doing some nice stuff.
Because you've over the years, I mean, you've introduced some amazing support acts. I remember back in the day, you had Beautiful People, Electric Cake
Oh,
Salad.
that's right. Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
there's been
yeah.
some amazing bands. Where do you find these guys?
Well, we get CDs sent to us.
Oh, really?
We get lots of interesting bands. I mean, it's quite difficult with lots of bands these days to try and get in anywhere. And there are lots of really good bands around. And I mean, I think they probably have a hard job. I mean, this Black Heart Orchestra, we were doing Hawkfest up in Morecambe because we were up there saving this venue. It's the old venue. It was the Alhambra Theatre, wasn't it? From being pulled down. It's where Laurence Olivier did The Entertainer. It was all filmed there. It's a place of amazing history. And so we played there to actually raise some money to stop the place from being turned into, well, they're going to knock it down and turn it offices, weren't they? Anyway, we actually got loads of CDs, and Black Heart Orchestra sent us a CD, and we sort of saw them on YouTube, or they sent us something.
And then they came over.
Yeah, and they're really good actually, and that's how we got hold of them. But like I say, there's a lot of interesting bands around, and
I applaud you for taking the time and giving bands like that an opportunity, because I don't think there's many out there that do.
yeah, they
I think
usually have
that's right.
buy-ons. You see, that's the trouble. It's you know, the record companies buy on bands quite often.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Fierce and the Dead, didn't we? A few months ago, doing a short tour with us as well.
Yeah, we met them at Rambling Man, I think,
Yeah.
and we thought they were really good.
Yeah.
So
Matt Stevens.
That's right.
Yeah. So where after the orchestra is it? Where do you see yourself going after doing the orchestral tour?
Well, go to Hawaii and
Oh,
buy houses.
fantastic! You've got to de-stress. Have you got to go for a de-stress after playing to such a concise, time?
No, I think after that we've probably
Hoovering a bit.
Yeah, actually that de-stresses. Vacuuming the
Washing
house.
up with me and hoovering with you.
Yeah, I know. This is our de-stress thing, so we have to do.
Laundry.
That's what the noise album's for. That'll help with de-stress.
Yeah, we'll have to record me.
The Hoover,
That's it. That's
Doing the
it.
hoovering.
Yeah.
Close miking for the suction end.
Washing machine.
When the bits of drumstick go up there.
Wasn't there a track called Household Items? I think was it Pink
Probably.
Floyd?
Yeah, with all the noises of the household items, isn't it? Richard has the ashpan and brush.
It's a faster movement than that.
Speaking my language now. I play a garden fork on stage.
Do you?
Yeah, and it sounds great.
Yeah, Dale used to, when Dale Detmothers used to have one string, what did he have?
An
It was
axe.
a pickaxe,
It was
wasn't
an
it? I
axe,
think
yeah.
a pickaxe that used to, well, it was like a theremin basically. It was the same principle as a theremin, wasn't it? You always make that weird sounds with that.
You just pluck the sound
Visually
and it would
good.
stimulate.
Yeah.
Stimulate.
I've got I've got that weird old gadget at home. That's it's like a box with one string going across it, and you get some with oscillators. You make fantastic sounds out of the whole. It's similar.
It's a bit like a hurdy-gurdy or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's a weird. Well, it's just one string. It's a bit
Just like the original synthesizer,
Yeah,
really, isn't it? It's
like
like
an
the
audio
most basic
generator
thing
with
in the
one
world.
string.
Creates a tone.
But
that
when you
doesn't
put your
sound-
finger on the string, it goes. Ooh,
How does it go?
I need one. I need one.
Very
one. I know what it's called. I need one.
Are you going to patent it?
No, actually, someone else made it for us. But
Oh.
it's a fantastic instrument. Actually, I've used it loads of times on records.
Yeah, I mean, there's some amazing stuff down at the farm. Really interesting old electronics and stuff, But you wouldn't go on tour with this stuff because it just
Too unstable.
doesn't.
Too unstable, yeah. I mean, some of these things take ages to warm up, and as soon as you start
Valves
twiddling
and
knobs,
shit.
they make crackling noises.
I think that's the trouble with analogue stuff, isn't it? It degenerates.
Erratic, yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
How do you? Because obviously back in the day, obviously analogue was a thing. It's all digital. Did you find the transition an easy thing, or was it like a gradual process?
You loved it. didn't
Quite
you?
easy, yeah. It was we were. I mean, I think it's Mike Moorcock called us barbarians because we just made all these noises. We had no idea how to operate things. We just twiddled the knobs because Dick Vick used to do the same thing with his oscillators, and I got an EMS suitcase. I still got it actually, synthesizer in 1972. Same sort of thing. You know, 3 oscillators, and you put it through various things. And sonic attack noise is really quite easy to do. You just used to never the same every night. It's always totally different.
It was a BCS3, wasn't it, back in the day? That was the one Pink Floyd used on Dark Side of the Moon and stuff like that.
And Dell used to have one like a typewriter there, and mine was a suitcase. You can put it in a suitcase and carry it, and this one was. But we used to put the guitar through it as well, and make the guitar do all sorts of weird sounds as well. In fact, Keith Knudsen used to do that.
It's good for modulating.
He's got both Tim's EMSs, because Tim Blake had 2 EMSs linked together, and Keith used to do the same thing, put the guitar through, put any instrument through, and make it sound all weird and oscillations.
Do you tend to suddenly do that just in the studio? You know, be a bit more experimental.
We used to,
because obviously it's bringing it. You know, as you said, you know, some of these things are quite unstable. It's actually bringing them out on. You know, it's recreating the sound, isn't it? Really.
I think the reason we were able to do it with Keith was because he was actually operating the synth. So, if an instrument is unstable, if you've got someone operating it, they can correct the instability on the fly, as it were. Tuning, for instance, or volume, or any of these factors that if someone's actually playing it, they can control it.
I know back in the day, the old Mellotron. I mean, that was forever going out of tune, wasn't it? You know, they were using the electric heaters to keep it. You know what I mean? And I think was it Rick Wakeman set fire to his at the end of the tune or something.
Yeah, there's Simon else used to play one as well. We had one. I think we hired one quite expensively. And he used to play that. But nowadays, we can get all these sounds. Yes, I mean, we've advanced. See how we've advanced.
And you're not much fun getting them out of a computer as it is getting it out of the room.
Well, it's easy, isn't it? I mean, you can just turn a knob and off you go. You think how it used to be. Think like the old Hammond organs, where it take about 4 people to carry a Hammond organ.
Old Ties from Focus still uses one, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
It's like carrying a bloody wardrobe on stage.
It is. Yeah, it is like that wardrobe.
I mean, you've talked about a lot of gear that you've got. That you talk about, you know, you still own it. You've got a house full of all those vintage analog synthesizers and homemade instruments.
It's like an antique.
Funny you should say that. In the reclamation place near us, well, it's gone now, but one day they used to have all loads of chairs and stuff that people used to take down and skip and dispose of. And there was a big warehouse with all the stuff in there. I went in there one day, and there was a Hammond organ in there actually with the Leslie. And I said to him, does it work? He said, well, I don't know, I haven't plugged it in yet, you know, and tried it out. And I plugged it in, nothing happened. But he said, well, you can have it for a couple £100. He said, it took us ages to get it out of the back of the van and carry it in. Well, maybe not, you know. Probably cost a fortune to get it fixed.
This is the trouble. Especially if they've been let go. You know,
they get damp. It's damp that causes them all to go down the drain.
And then you got things like the old stuff with valves.
Hard to get, hold, expensive now as well.
Yeah, even though it was a warmer sound, it was a better
great sound, lovely sound. The old Leslie.
Yeah. So really, it's digital all the way, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind you, they did when I went down to skip the other day. They had a piano outside. Actually, they said, can have a piano for a few quid, and I was very tempted to have a piano.
Then you've got to get it in tune, that whole thing.
Oh, it would be out of tune. We did have one. We did get one from the skip one day. We left it out in the rain for ages, and then when it all fell apart, because you've got the actual whole, you know, the metal part with all the strings on, you could actually pluck it and make lots of weird noises on it as well. That was years ago, wasn't it?
Well, I suppose all the wood would have warped, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you can take the actual, you know, the metal piece out frame, with
like a
all
harp.
the strings on it. Yeah, and you could play that and make. We used that a few times, didn't we? Years ago, did some weird sounds, slowing them down and speeding them up.
The joys of analog. Guys, it's been absolutely brilliant. You taking your time out from, obviously a very busy schedule. We certainly look forward to catching you a bit later on.
Nice one.
I believe you have food awaiting you.
Yes, we're going to have our
what's for tea, darling?
later sausage rolls. Vegan sausage rolls. I might say, folks, they have vegan sausage rolls.
Unfortunately, we've only got sweets and biscuits to offer you.
So Richard will eat
I've had one of
biscuits.
the bourbon biscuits.
You did, and you enjoyed it immensely, Richard. I can see it in your face.
I was satisfied, but satiated.